Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about a woman named Willow. Now Willow is an investigative reporter from Victorson County, but she doesn't currently work there. This is early 2020. But she had heard about that the county was going to go on lockdown, and she really wanted to, so much stuff was going on there, she really wanted to go back home, which she would be staying with her sister and her mother. She's an adult, I believe in her 40s, and so she decided that she was just going to send in her resignation, and she did, and she was going to go back. Now she's really well known as an investigative reporter. Well, not long after that, she told her sister and her mother, she only has one sister and she's older, and her mother, that's what she was going to do. And next thing she knows, she got a call from the elders of the county, the main elders, the XYZ, and she was quite surprised that they somehow knew that she was going to be coming back home, back to the county. And the elders basically run the county. They do everything legally, but they have their own ways. Okay, it's a very wealthy county, and they have their own ways. Like I said, everything is legal, but their own ways. And they told her that if that they had heard she was coming back, they wouldn't disclose how, but they said that they really need her services because of so much going on in the county. And early 2020, there was more than one reason they wanted to go on lockdown, and some of it was because of threats to the elders and to the original group members, is what they call. They basically were computer geeks back when it wasn't good to be in the computers, like 30-40 years ago, and to their family. So it was basically all around, it was about 50% or so of the county, and they wanted her services. Nobody knows, not her family, know that she is trained as an investigator, private eye, and she, also journalism. She earned a degree. She got all the credentials she needs. I don't know what they all are, but all the credentials she needs. But she's just, she's used it to be the investigative reporter. But they want her for her investigation skills also. Now they did tell her that her job may change. They want to hire her and pay a really good salary. Her jobs might change depending on what they need as time goes by and they find out more. And they want her to go back to this place called Jim's Enforcement. It's you could call it an agency. They do a lot. They do anything that's law enforcement, training for it. They even help people to go as far as to go become lawyers. They help them. They vet them. They do all this work, and not just in the county, in other places too. But Jim started off in the county, Victorson County. So they didn't give her a whole lot of information, but they did tell her that she is not to tell anyone, not her sister, not her mother, anyone, that what she will be doing. Instead, if anything, she said, they told her to say that she's on vacation, an extended vacation. She wanted to be back in the county, and because of the lockdowns and all, and she just needs a major vacation, and that she would be doing some training, and take some more classes and stuff like that to help her in her career, and to make it believable. Okay, and so she agreed. She got the contract. She got did all that she needed to do. Read it, thought it over, and then she agreed. Okay, so she was coming back to the county. So when she got there, she was quite surprised by some of the things. I'm sorry, this is bouncing all around again. Oh, that bugs me. Okay, you miss seeing a car pull out from across the street, And it just, I mean, you can do that, but it was just like that car was going way too fast, and I was thinking it was going straight across the street, so I slowed down. Yeah, like right in front of me. I've had something similar happen, so I actually got in a wreck. It wasn't my fault, in other words. But anyway, so Willow, if I call her Jill, I don't know why. I know Willow, but for some reason it comes out as Jill sometimes. But anyway, Willow, you know, she's not married, she doesn't have any kids, and she just wants to go back to her town. You know, she's still young enough to have children, so she's considering it, and to settle down a bit. You know, she's been more of a, you know, she went wherever she needed to go, kind of investigative reporter, but she wants to, you know, she wants to go home. She wants to stay home, and she's thinking of starting a family or just settling down. So it all came about, you know, right at the right time in her life, and so that's what she did. And she didn't tell her sister or her mother. Now her sister, Cassie, as I said, is a little bit older. She basically kind of takes care of their mother, and her mother's not too old, but yeah, she needs a little more help. And so she doesn't tell them, you know, what's going on. She gave them that, you know, the whole spiel thing, and they believed her. But Cassie sometimes works for her and does a few little odd jobs that she needs, and, you know, just, she basically does it to give Cassie something to do, okay? And you know, so Cassie does, you know, Cassie's, like I said, a little older than her. She's in her early 50s, I believe. And so, you know, her sister is basically her employee, but she doesn't tell her about this, because there are so many things that she starts to learn as she starts to go back through training. Again, she already had her credentials, but she's training in more things than ever before as far as investigations and such, and you know, earning everything that she needs in addition. So you know, when she starts to find out some of the things that's going on in the county, one of them is really disturbing to her, and it's about people getting on the two websites that are for the county. Not websites, but social media platforms. You know, like I said, they were original geeks. You know, some of the original geeks that are the original group members were original geeks, and they had started up years ago. And people get on it. They make videos. They basically make videos, groups, you know, message boards, kinds of things, advertisements, and all that. And when she finds out, it kind of disturbs her. Okay, now one of the things she learns is that there seems to be something of an underground, I guess, but people are running scams, and these are people who are from what's known as the bad town in the county. Now, no town should have a reputation, because, you know, not all people are going to be that way, but they've had it for generations, and basically, they're not all from there. Is what she's learned is, okay, I'm gonna go over there, is that some of them, yeah, aren't, but they are getting a thrill out of it, I guess you'd say. They are basically lying about who and what they do, you know, what they're qualified to do, which they're not qualified to do it. And that's just one of the things she learned. And she's basically given some options on what does she want to focus on. Now, I was going to park there, but the woman was opening her car door at the time. So anyway, so she had several options, but like they had told her, they're not going to exactly be her employers. Okay, she won't exactly be an employee. She is paid by them, but they're going to let her find her own stuff other than what they've told her already, and you know, use all of her skills, but some input will be there from like Jim's enforcement and the elders, you know, possibly others, but she's more, you know, free. They don't really like to have so much control. They do control the, you know, they do basically run the county, but in this kind of thing, but they still let people do what they do and what they do best. They don't think that they know everything over even the people who know best. You see? So anyway, I'm going to go in there, so I'll be right. Okay, actually, maybe I should just go ahead and wrap this one up. This is more of an intro. I'm going to make a new channel for all the stories I've been writing. I've been doing it for years and try to put most of them on here, or at least make a new part to it. They're rough drafts. Rough drafts sometimes. Or parts of the story, parts written, parts not, you know, variety. But it helps me to get it all organized and see what works and what doesn't work. Like this one I'm saying that it might change because it might, just it's part of the story, but also because things don't fit always. So we'll see. But anyway, read the disclaimers in the description box below this video on YouTube. I'll talk to y'all in another video. Bye.